I just got this sheath today. It was real dirty. It came with this knife. It's a USN Mark One Roberson, but I had this one. I had this one, and it didn't have a sheath, so I bought this on eBay for 35 bucks. So now I got the sheath for this one. So trying to clean up the sheath a little bit. Let's see about some green stuff on here. This knife is a Roberson. It's a Roberson Sure Edge number 20 USN Mark 1. I've had this for a little bit, and this is the same knife. I got it today with this sheath. Oh no, that's not it. I'm sorry. This is the same knife. These are the same knife. But this one's been beat down, cut down, and it had a sheath. This knife came with this sheath, so I got it for the sheath. So now I got the sheath, a whole set here, my new sheath. Yes, this I have the Camelus right here. There's a Camelus, the Roberson, the Camelus. I got some more. Here, I'll go grab them real quick. Roberson. 'em. I don't have a sheath for that one. Let me grab the other ones if I can find them. This one's got a bad chip in it. Let's see if I got another one. Not a bad chip. Right. See that chip in that one? So this one's a PAL. I'm not good at saying Camulus. Some people say I say it funny. I think it's called Camulus. Camulus. But this one's a Camulus. It's got a plastic pommel. Straight little guard. The guard comes up on the back. So let's see what we got. We got a PAL, a Camulus. This one is a Colonial. This one needs a little bit of cleaning. Colonial. It's a Colonial. And this one's a Boker. USN Boker. And then this one is a Geneva Forge. A Geneva Forge. And then this is the, let me see if I can move these pocket knives. I was actually going to clean a pocket knife, and then I started cleaning this. So there we go. Can you see them all? You got the PAL, the Camulus, the Colonial, the Boker, the Roberson, and the Geneva Forge. All I need is a K-bar. I don't have the K-bar. But this one's also a Roberson. And this one's got a big chip, and this one's all ground up. Those are not the best. And this sheath is pretty rough on this one. I'm going to put a little bit of, let me get some. This needs a lot of attention on this. Jeez. You gotta take care of these things. Looks better already. What's the most interesting knife you have, regardless of who made it? I have a knife. Let me grab it. I have a US M3 knife that has a World War II sweetheart handle. Let me get it. This is my most interesting knife. This is the kind that they had and the paratroopers had, but it's going to be hard to see. There's a lady there on the handle. Can you see her? And then there's another lady on this side, but some soldier put that handle on there. Let's see. This is a US M3 kinfolk. I don't know, it's not focusing that good. I guess you could see it. It's been filed down a little bit. But this is like the D-Day paratrooper knife. It's pretty cool. I have some more, but this is the only one that has this handle. I can show you what the handle's supposed to look like. Yeah, it's a very cool piece of history. Oh, dang, I about knocked over my camera. So the handle's supposed to look like that. And that's what the handle's supposed to look like. But the sweetheart handle, that makes it pretty rare. Or pretty special. It's pretty special. Still one of a kind. But this one's a case. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. It says case on it. Let me try to zoom in. I'm gonna try to zoom in. Oh, I guess I can't. Oh, this is not working. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a case? No, this is a POW. No, that's a case. That says case. That one's a case. I think I zoomed in too much there. Okay, I need to put these up over here. I actually have a knife stand. I wonder if this knife stand will hold this. Put it right here. Probably not in the view. Very cool though. You got too much cleaning solutions out. There it is. It's stuck on there. What was I doing? Actually, let's just put this up. Go back to cleaning this knife. That's just the lids. We got 3 lids here. That lid goes to there. Let's see. I have heard of knives used by Burns in the war. No, I haven't heard of that. Burns. I have to look up that. I have to look into that. I have a military surplus book on knives. I need to get my book out. Burns. Let me get my book and look. It's right here. Might as well get it out. Just got this book. Burns. How do you spell that? ROTCH. Let's see if it's in this book. Let's see. It's It's not going to be in this book. How do you spell it? Oh, you were joking. Mike Roch Burns. Oh, you motherfucker. You got me good. Mike Roch Burns. Very good. Damn it. Well, I thought I'd heard of everything, but I knew I hadn't heard of a Mike Roch Burns knife. Mike Roch Burns. If you spill some of these chemicals down in your lap, you'll have a Mike Roch Burns. But this saddle soap seems to make this sheath come back to life. My sheath burns. I don't even remember what knife was in this sheath. I think it was that one. Mink oil. Yeah, I gotta get some mink oil. It's out in my shed. I don't bring it inside because it smells up too much. This stuff doesn't really have any odor. Actually, this is just cleaning all the debris off of it. You want to get a short bayonet. Oh my gosh. Let's see. A friend of mine was in the Navy, the 70s, gave me a knife he had made. The handle is made from a teak wood off the deck of the USS Missouri. That's pretty cool. Why so many knives? Just stumble into this YouTube. Are you a hunter? Oh, I just collect World War II knives, and I collect. These are the knives I'm going to clean up. I just collect old stuff, and then here's some more knives. These are the ones I already cleaned, and I just clean up knives. Clean them up with this Neverdoll. Sometimes I use flits. Well, thank you. You have a good one too. If you ever want to come and see some more knives, come and watch it. I also have other stuff. I go to the flea market and buy stuff, and then I take a video of it. Like, you never know what I might buy. Like the other day I got this little cannon, and it actually is drilled out, and then I watched another video, someone fired it. You can put black powder in it and a fuse, and it'll actually fire. So maybe on New Year's I'll fire my cannon. So that would be something to look for on a slow motion. Snails can sleep around 3 years at a time. I could see that. A snail sleeping for 3 years. A cap gun. So this one was the Boker. Is this the Boker? That's the Camelus. This one's the Boker. I gotta put these back in the right sheath. Maybe I should clean up the Boker sheath too while I'm cleaning. How much are they worth? The knives? They're worth, I don't know, they're about $100 each, probably. If they were in mint condition, they could go up to $300. This sheath right here is probably worth $100 by itself because it's such a good sheath to be 80 years old. I mean, these knives right here are all 80 years old. Or older. They could have been from the 30s. I think they were I think they came out with this knife in 1940, about 1940. You know, today's Pearl Harbor Day. These are all Navy knives. They attacked Pearl Harbor in 1941. I was gonna get into small firing cannons. No can do, rich man's hobby. I got this little cannon for $3, and it was at a flea market. And I know it fires, and I've watched videos. It says USS Constitution. I'm gonna fire it on New Year's. It doesn't have much. It probably just goes pow. Put some black powder in it. Good day to clean your knives. Take care of them. If it lasted for 80 years, it'll last for another 80 years. My daughter can have them when I get tired of them. Then she can sell them or whatever, trade them. See, this sheath does have a problem. It needs a new snap on the bottom. This part. I could replace that part, and then it would be fixed. But you'd have to find one just like that. Just find another sheath, or you can just buy those and put it on there. This one, the whole thing's missing. I got some bayonets, World War II bayonets. Let me get one. Let me put these out of the way. I'm getting too much stuff here. You see that? That's not even the right knife. Let me find it. Where's the Boker? Is that the Boker? The Boker. No, this is the Geneva Forge. Geneva Forge. No, this was the Boker. No, this is the Geneva Forge. This is the Boker sheath. The Boker sheath. See, somebody replaced this. I'm going to get to that bayonet real quick. So let me get these out of the way. This sheath with this knife. Here's my other sheath. Missing a sheath. Oh, jeez, it's right here. Where's that knife at? Right here. Need a sheath. Need a sheath for this knife. Put them over here. Let's see what kind of bayonet this is. What do you like better? What do you like better, World War I or World War II? I don't think either war was a good war, but there was much. It's better to collect World War II knives. You wouldn't believe how many knives that the United States had, different models. You can collect and collect and collect. They had the most knives I've ever seen in my life. There's that one book. What did I do with it? This book right here. This is all U.S. military knives. Every kind of knife that they had in World War II. Well, okay, and this also goes, but all these different pocket knives they had in World War II. And they had all these machetes. They had so many different knives. You could collect for years from World War II. World War I is pretty cool. I have some World War I stuff. Let me get a bayonet and World War I. That's a World War II. Let's see. There's a World War I. Here's a World War I bayonet. Let me get an M1 Grand, man. Well, I made a big pile of shit. So here's a World War II bayonet. That's for an M1. This is made by Oneida. Let's see, Oneida Limited. It's the same people who make silverware. Oneida Silverware. This is an Oneida World War II bayonet. The sheath has been down the drain, but I got this at a flea market. So that's a World War II. Let's see, you wanted to see a World War I. I've been collecting since I was 5 years old, so 40 years. That's a World War I, 1917. It's made in 1917 plum. I love short bayonets because they are just long knives that go on the end of your gun. I'll show you the short bayonet, the little bayonet. So that's a World War I, and this is a prototype sheath. The sheath's made by LF&C. I think it was made in it's for a 1910. No, it says 1919 on it. So that's like a prototype. I'm not sure they actually use those in action. Here's a World War II bayonet. This is for a K98. This is a German. $10.95. I'm not sure what they used back then. They just used carbon steel. This is a German bayonet. Yeah, it's pretty nice. This one right here is pretty special. I just got it recently. I don't know if you guys are into guns, but they had recently imported some K98 Mausers that were Portuguese, but were all German marked. And this one I got with the K98, and it has the matching bayonet. So this bayonet has the matching rifle. The serial number matches the rifle. I don't know if you can see, it's got markings on it. Like the Waffen marks. Oh. It's not gonna focus in. There's like an Eagles right there. It's the Waffens. And then a serial number. Yeah, it's like hardly even used bayonet right there. So that one is World War II. And the short bayonet, this is a World War I bayonet. Oh no, this is a World War II bayonet also. And this one is marked right here. It's, dang, I cannot see what that says. It says Imperial. This is a US M4 carbine bayonet. It's an Imperial. It needs some of that saddle soap on the handle. Let me get some saddle soap. What did I do with that rag? The rag is gone. Oh, here it is. Let's see, the Germans were really good at bluing the metal. Yeah, the rifle is really nice too. Fortunately, you can't show guns on YouTube. Probably get in trouble for showing the freaking German markings. But you couldn't really see them, so it's all good. I don't think there's any of the swastikas on them. It's just an eagle with a number under it. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty new at this. I just started doing YouTube 2 months ago. That's the Imperial bayonet for M1 carbine. So this right here, I'll tell you about this bayonet, how it came to be. So the original M1 carbines didn't have bayonet lugs. and they issued them with these. And then they put the bayonet lugs on them. And this knife was only made in 1943. So after 1943, they came out with this. So the rest of the war, they had these. And that's how this came to be. And then this same blade went to they adopted it for the M1, this same blade, and then they adopted it for the M14, and then they adopted it for the M16 also. Which of these would be the most effective on the guy best friend? I don't know what that means. I really want a World War I Gavir 98. Oh yeah. I would like to have one of those big old 98s. How many M1 Grands? I'm not sure. But I got them when they were cheaper from the CMP. Somebody who knows me is in here. What did that say? I mean, some cities mandate that their local manufacturers switch over to making wartime products. Yeah. General Motors made a lot of stuff. Rainbow sight. The rainbow sight, I don't know what that is. Show me something I don't know. I don't know. What did I show you? Do you know what this is? What kind of bayonet is this? What does this go to? You should know just by this handle. It could go on three different guns. What bayonet does this go, or what rifle does this go to? This bayonet goes on a 1897 riot shotgun. Nope, it's a US 1897 Winchester shotgun. But it can also go on the US model 1917 rifle. The Eddystone rifle, some people say. But look how long that is. Can't even get it in the picture. Okay. All right, so I'll show you a Marine Raider. You ever seen a Marine Raider? It's a case. World War II. It's pretty nice. But the sheath is very raggedy. That's a good description term, raggedy. That's how I describe that. Yeah, imagine getting stabbed in with that bayonet and then having it brittle steel break off in you. Yeah, this thing's kind of too heavy. I don't know why they would want to carry something like that around. But it would be kind of intimidating if you pulled it out on somebody. Like get in line, you bunch of prisoners. That would probably do the job. Or if you were chopping up some big pieces of chicken, or chopping chickens up. Yeah, I wouldn't want someone running at me with that thing. But this thing's 80 years old. It's the real one. That would scare somebody. I wish the sheath was better. And it's almost impossible to find another sheath for this. Like, seriously impossible. Yeah, I don't even remember what I was going to do. Let's see if this knife will fit in this knife holder that I got. Look at that, it fits right in there. Perfect. I got a whole mess of knives here now. That's not a knife. Yeah, I know. Actually, I did repair this sheath. You see these two pins right here? I repaired it. But I had to find a big piece of leather to make that. Maybe I can come across some leather. Yeah, I need to get a better sheath. They do make a newer knife that looks just almost like this, but it has Daniel Boone on it, and it's almost just like this, but it has Daniel Boone or something, maybe Davy Crockett on it, and that has a sheath. But you'd have to buy that knife to get the sheath, so you could put this in it. It would fit in any Bowie sheath. Let me see. I have a Western. I wonder if it will fit in that sheath. I don't even know where that Western is. Couldn't find the Western. I think it's in another place. But I did find something else. Who was the World War I person? Because I found a really big one that's even older than World War I. I don't even know if I can fit this thing in here. Let me put up my cheese. What do you think of that? Let me pull it out of the sheath. It's a plum. It's made in well, actually it is World War II. It's made in 1917. What if someone pulled that thing out on you? Correct me if I'm wrong. Australia has a SS battalion that are fucking really badasses. I have no idea. I have no idea about the Australian SS, but it sounds pretty cool. I don't know. It's good information. Yeah, you could line up the whole thing of the whole bag of potatoes and cut them at one time. It's actually got a serial number on it. This is old. So how old is that? It's over 100 years old. 1917. See the bomb? I don't know if you can see it. See if I can zoom in. It says 1917 Plum, Philadelphia. There's a bomb right there. And on this side, it's got a serial number. It says US. It's kind of pitted right there. What do you expect? It's not a bayonet. This is just a knife. It's not a bayonet. It's got a brass cap on it. It's basically a machete, but look how thick it is. It's big. It's a big monstrosity. I have some more of these big monstrosities. I got machetes too. I don't know. There's just Ontario machetes. Let me see what my other big monstrosities are. This is like the Philippine War. I guess I collect older than World War II, but check this one out. That's a bone. It's a walrus tusk handle. You see that? No, that's not a handmade toolbox. It's a Harbor Freight toolbox. There's a chip out of the walrus tusk. But this is a Collins. It's in really good shape. You want to see a thick, heavy blade? Look how big that thing is. Look how thick it is. That's a lot of steel. You can make like 5 knives out of that. Sorry, I can't show the whole thing. Let me see if I can zoom out. It's all the way zoomed out. I don't know. That's about all I can show of it. I paid $80 for it a long time ago. I have 2 of them. You imagine somebody coming at you with 2 of these? Let me get the other one. No, did I say walrus? I don't think it's walrus. I don't. What is this? Mammoth? No, not mammoth. What the hell was this? I don't know. I have to look it up again. Did I say walrus? I think it's water buffalo. Some kind of buffalo horn. Well, that's the handle. The other one I have is not quite as old. That's from the Filipino War. The other one I have is a little bit, like, just slightly newer. Slightly newer. And it just has a wood handle. So, but this is the kind of stuff a pirate would carry. This is 1800 stuff. Pirate machetes, pirate axes. Look how thick they are. I think the newer one might be thicker. But check out how this blade is forged. It gets thinner down here. It's a full tang, but it gets thicker. The same way with this one. This one right here needs to be cleaned up. This one's a little bit thicker all the way down. Ottoman Empire. I don't know. I think these are U.S. surplus. I know they're U.S. surplus. But that's 2 of them. You could put them on your lawnmower if your blade went bad. It's basically 2 lawnmower blades with handles on them. They're extremely heavy. I only have 1 sheath though. I actually saw another one at the pawn shop the other day, but they wanted $300 for it, and I was like, ugh. And it was a wooden handled one. The ones that are worth the most are the ones with this handle. So, and it's actually called, what does it say right there? A 1090. This says, does that say 1095? But that's not the steel. That's the model. No, it's a 1005, and it's a 1005. Let me get this back. 1005. Dang, I can't remember what it was called again. Filipino War. Dang, I I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank here. Legitimus Collins. Legitimus Collins knife. So I think I've been on here for 50 minutes already. So I guess if you carry this, after carrying those, you pick this up. It's like a little toy. It's a little toy knife. It had dates of the battle. Let's see, hold on. Luther Marshall. What are the coolest knives I've ever seen was the Scottish Games Festival. Carried for generations the 1890s colonial wars, war knife, World War II, Korea, Rhodesia, Afghan. Had blade. Oh, so he had a whole collection. It sounded like there was a whole collection of all kinds of knives there. I just buy what I can find. I think this is my coolest knife though. This one. I still think that's my coolest one. Just think some guy in World War II put that lady on there. Can't hardly see her. Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack. Yeah. So I'm pretty much a pirate. I got a pirate sword. I got my sword. I got my cannon. Too bad my cannon. I got the opposite though. I got a little cannon and a big sword. Oh man. I'm getting a workout with this thing. Captain Jack. I need to clean this up. Put some oil on it. Move this. Move this. This one right here needs some oil. What kind of oil? Let me see what kind of oil I got. I got this already opened oil. It won't hurt to put a little gun oil on it. Get me a rag. I need a rag on a stick. Enough gun oil for the whole knife collection. I'm cleaning the knife and it's not even on camera. The camera's pointing up there at the light. Thank you. I wasn't planning on taking all this stuff out. Now I gotta put it all back. I have a lot more stuff, but this is just some random stuff that the topic of the conversation led me to. I even got some kukris from that Nepal. The Kathmandu. I got those up there. But I don't really know if I want to dig them out right now. You want to see what I got? I got a brownie and a fork. That's what I was fixing to eat. And I decided to turn on my camera. Look, I got more watchers now eating this brownie than I did when I was making videos of a knife. It was one knife, different names and dates of the blades carved and what was carried by multiple generations. Oh! It was like a history of the blade. I see. No, it's just a regular Betty Crocker. I made it a while ago. Everyone went to bed, and I decided I would have a brownie. Oh, here, I even have a pirate cup. I don't have any pot brownies. Well, that's history, and that's intent of feeling hopeful. I went to a 500 years of history, and it was here, and they had the conquistadors And they had crossbows and one of those matchlock things. It was a big demonstration. They had Indians with or Native American with bow and arrow. I guess they just had actors. But it was cool. I like to go there every year. But right now it's all tore up from that hurricane. The place is closed. This big sign that says closed indefinitely. But I talked to somebody and they said they got the funds to rebuild it. So that's something. It's surprisingly easy to get a black powder pistol. Yeah, a black powder pistol is not considered a firearm. It's just I guess it's not, you can just order it and send to your house. I'm not getting stoned. I'm eating, this is regular brownies. It's regular brownies. Are you allowed to, I don't know if you're allowed to show black powders on here or not. I can tell you what, I was thinking, I bought I have a flintlock that's it's a brown Bess. And I bought it from that place in Canada that they're not drilled for the hole for the touch pan. So you have to drill the hole, but I've shot it a whole lot of times. And they also sell pistols there. It's called Military Heritage. Go to that website and look that up on YouTube. Military Heritage, and everyone has videos about how to get them from Military Heritage and how to make them fire. And the one guy triple charges it and shows how to proof it. I just shoot wads of toilet paper out of mine. But I need to put all this stuff away. You ever watch Forgotten Weapons? Yeah, Forgotten Weapons with Ian. I love that show. Or that guy. I watch Peter from Woodland escape out of Ontario Flintlock. I'll have to look that up. Is that on YouTube? Peter from Woodland escape. I like watching flintlocks shoot. That's a really cool thing. All you need if you have a flintlock is powder and some extra flints. You don't need no caps. Just, you can make your own powder. There's even videos how to make it. Okay, I'm gonna check out that Woodland Escape. The Woodland Escape. I'm gonna check that out right after this video, which I'm gonna end in a few minutes because it's almost been an hour. No, iTube, YouTube, MeTube, GunTube. They should make a GunTube. Someone should come up with a new one called GunTube. iTube, YouTube, we all tube. All right, you all have a good night. I don't have very much brownie left. Anybody want a little bite? There you go. Okay. You ought to try this cheese. This saddle soap cheese right here. This is some of the best cheese around. Put some on a cracker. Enjoy it. You'll thank me later. Okay, have a good one. I'm just kidding. That's for cleaning the leather. It's not cheese. It's not for sale. You can buy it for like $12 on eBay or anything. It's saddle soap. It's for cleaning leather. All right. I think maybe I should let it go all the way to 1 hour and stop it exactly at 1 hour. I also like this Neverdoll stuff. This stuff's pretty cool. It's like cotton, but it has some kind of cleaner in it, and it really cleans good. Neverdoll. And the other stuff that I was using, I just got this. It's polishing wax. It helps. Where are you, country? I'm from the United States. In Florida. But this is pretty good stuff too. This was kind of expensive. This was $25. But it was on Black Friday, so it was probably more than that. I think I paid $20 for it, but with shipping and everything. All right, dang it. I'm ending the video. How do you, oh shit, I don't know what I just did. I'm not having a poll. How do you end the video? Oh, I think I push here. All right. Have a good one.